Awesome. Hey, welcome everybody. It's Saturday. I have no idea what date. 11:23 in America. That is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which means that most of us have like a 3-day work week next week. Which
I don't tend to refer.
What?
Sorry. I was going to say I don't tend to refer to the months by numbers because then it kind of gets a little bit screwed between America and the rest of the world essentially. So I tend to go like the 23rd of November or November 23rd, whichever way you want to sort of say it.
There you go. There you go. Well, Thursday is Thanksgiving here, which means we have a 3-day work week with which I know each and every person in the United States is going to be extremely productive during those 3 days.
Thursday, you say? 28th?
Yeah, Thursday the 28th. That's Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, cool.
Traditionally...
I always thought it was the 25th.
It is always the third Thursday of... Right? No, the fourth Thursday of November every year. This is 28th. It's kind of wonky when election day is on a Tuesday.
Missed that Thursday, that first Thursday being the first.
Yeah. Okay. So the date for Thanksgiving in America always changes. It's not an actual day, or it's the fourth Thursday, which everybody in retail hates because that means years like this year, there's a very short holiday shopping season. Because traditionally, the Friday after is the first day of the holiday shopping season.
I would like to point out that Black Friday deals and stuff started
they're not even
Friday.
Deals. Let's be real here.
They're
not even deals.
I know that they're not even deals. It's essentially, you do get swindled by Black Friday stuff because they generally tend to play this stupid game. They tend to play this game with increasing the price of something just before they cut the sales for Black Friday. So they essentially inflate the price and then cut the price down to make it look like it's an amazing deal, when in actual fact it's just a regular fucking sale. Not even a decent sale.
It's called marketing, man.
But I did find one thing which I thought was pretty crazy in terms of pricing. I see if it was on Amazon because I was fucking randomly browsing Amazon for whatever reason. And generally I tend to sort of go with the 65 or 75% off or more kind of thing. And there was one thing where I was just like, nah, that can't be that price. I'll see if I can find it. I did put it on a list somewhere.
By the way, complain about the wife. We still don't have our holiday, coffee cups.
Yeah.
Cassidib, asthma.
It was just I was browsing everything and I just thought to myself, surely this is meant to be way more expensive. But it was a fucking Cuisinart ice cream maker for 60 quid. And it was 57% off. Wow. Now, it could well just be that's the regular price. I don't know, actually. But it just seemed it wasn't some rando fucking no-name kind of brand. It was actually a brand that I recognized. And I was like, for that price? Well, I think that sounds pretty good, but I'd have to fucking actually look and see.
I saw that Ninja came out with a slushy maker. I saw that this morning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Pour the alcohol, pour all the stuff in, make a slushy, make an alcoholic slushy.
Yeah. See, now I'm trying to find my little fucking thing that tells me what the historic price for things on Amazon are. Anyway,
Hallmark came out with their really big Star Wars ornament. It's the trash compactor. It's pretty cool. And
you've already got your Death Star kind of Christmas tree ornament, right?
We do. We have all that, and we haven't put it up yet, though. But yeah, the Hallmark always comes out with their ornaments, right? So the Light in Motion this year, the big one is the trash compactor. So it actually goes. Crushes them, right? Comes in. Pretty cool.
Does it have the little voices? Kind of thing.
I haven't. I would be surprised if it doesn't, right? But yeah, I haven't gone in to see it yet.
It so should. Like basically, like you're telling me from the first Star Wars film from.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That should be really good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
So,
yes,
I was on vacation last weekend.
Yeah,
yes,
you're back from Canada, is it?
Montreal, yes.
It's pronounced
Montreal is in Canada.
Yeah, it's
French
pronounced Canadia. It's Canadia.
Canadia. Sorry, Canadia.
We
they're Canadians from Canadia.
We had a very good time. You guys saw the pictures. I tried a bunch of food that I've never had before. But the best thing that we had all weekend was the Wagyu steak.
Yeah, that did look good. That did look good.
It was cooked in some weird glaze that was just, so good. Unfortunately, my stomach was really upset all weekend. So, like, I couldn't have a lot of it because, like, the person I was with was, like, totally willing to, like, get 2 12-ounce steaks. But I was like, I can't eat a 12-ounce steak right now. So we split it. And then we went to a hockey game Saturday night. So you guys didn't hear about this. And we got second row seats. So we were right there at the ice, right by the penalty box. And we got to see the best fight of the season so far. These two, these guys, they're skating around.
That's the important bit, right? That's important. No one's watching for the actual hockey players.
No, it was a great game. The team, the local team won 5-2, I think, or 5-1, 5-2, I think. But the fight happened maybe I think it's first period. All of a sudden, we see these two guys just chuck their gloves off to the ground, grab each other's chest pad area, and then just start wailing on each other's faces. And the refs are just like, all right, well,
it's hockey. You're allowed to fight. You're allowed to fight.
Yeah, they'll let it go for a little bit. Eventually, they'll break it up, when they're worried someone's going to actually get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, hockey players have so many teeth, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then we saw some really cool shots because they were right there. I got hit by a puck.
Oh,
really?
Badly?
Yeah. I was sitting down I'm on the aisle, and I'm sitting, and all of a sudden I feel this bam, underneath my arm/side.
Yeah.
And I look around, I'm thinking maybe someone threw a beer from up top and it bounced down and hit me or something. And I look, and beer. No, the security guard that's at the end of the row is right there, and he picks up a puck and it's got ice on it and everything. And I'm just going ow! I got a little bruise from it too. But he gave it to somebody else because I didn't speak up and be like, oh, that's supposed to be mine. I got hit by it. But it was just it had lobbed over the glass and bounced on the concrete and then up and hit me. That's how it hit me from underneath. But it was ouchies. So.
Ouchies.
Ooh. I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, at least it wasn't in the face.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, because that's solid rubber.
I'm surprised that you were able to actually get hit by anything.
I know.
Well, it was lobbed over, right? So it went over the glass, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then, as I said, the game was a lot of fun. I got my dad a Christmas present, and at the stadium, I got to use my French.
Yeah.
Everything in Montreal is in French. There's English too, and everybody will go to English if you want them to. It's no problem. But I got to enjoy doing, little greetings and stuff like that in French. And my friend there that's with me is like, no, English only. I'm like, shut the fuck up, okay? This is one of the few times in my life I can speak French with somebody. Shut the fuck up. Let me enjoy this. I don't plan on going to Paris anytime soon. It's smelly.
Oh, you just pissed off the whole French part of our audience. Jesus Christ!
All 4 of them?
Or one of them, maybe.
Yeah,
or one of them. Yeah.
However many there are. I don't know.
Well, I loved Montreal. It was a great time. I would recommend going. especially if you have money, because then it's really nice. We did this tasting menu on Sunday. Have you ever done one of those?
Did I send you guys? I've done like
did
a
I
wine
send you the
before,
picture?
not a tasting menu.
Did I send you a picture of the menu? Let me pull this up.
Did you know what you were tasting before you went there, or was it a surprise when it landed in front of you?
I had no idea what it was going to be. Here, actually, I'm gonna. So there's the menu, and then let me send you my favorite treat of the night. That I was just like, what the fuck is this? So if you I don't know.
I can get this up for the.
You can get the let's just say people. The second picture, or the not second, but like the last picture is it's a tree stump or a log with dry ice in it, with plastic branches coming out of it, and then on the ends of the plastic are pieces of beef jerky that are painted silver.
Okay. By the way, thank you, Hazitude, for the raid.
Oh, cheers, Heather. Thank you very much for that. And the log. That is, that's odd.
I was just looking at it like, wait, what?
But the strange one.
You know, the jerky was fine. It tasted fine. There were plenty of things on there that I've never had before, like seal.
Baby seal?
And I don't know if it was baby seal, but they brought out this like little cracker puffed up into a pillow, and inside is like a little bit of seal, but they served it on a bed of seal skin, like a strip of just like seal fur. They brought it over on that. Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, thank you.
It's strange.
Thank you.
That is really fucking strange.
Seal, yummy.
To somehow, and this is why I question, like, I'm glad I did this experience, but also like, I don't know if I would ever do it again. Probably not, because I'm a very picky eater. But 2 of the things on the menu tasted like goldfish crackers. Now tell me how a very expensive restaurant with dozens of chefs in the back working make not 1, but 2 different items taste exactly like goldfish crackers.
I mean, at that point, you know that like the cost of whatever tasted like those crackers probably would have cost a hell of a lot more than just those crackers. So just fucking give the crackers.
I really wanted to bring in a bag. I really wanted to go get a bag of goldfish crackers, bring it over, and be like, "Taste these. Now taste your thing." What the fuck? We did get a glass of Dom Perignon, so I actually got to have some of that.
Dom, that's good stuff.
And it was good. That was my favorite one, and not just because it's fancy. Like, it actually tasted really good.
So that's the thing. If it doesn't taste good, but it's fancy, and so people kind of just go, "Oh yeah, no, it was great," because they feel like if they didn't say that it was great, they would be ridiculed for spending so much fucking money. Like, as long as it tastes good, then that's fine. But I don't like this sort of presumptuous sort of like, oh, it must be great if it costs a lot, a whole lot.
I think the best thing on the menu was
me.
Probably the veal.
Try the veal.
There was a lot of illegal food in the menu. It felt like, because there was seal, there was foie gras. And there was,
it's not illegal, but what I would say is it's
morally reprehensible meat.
Yes, morally reprehensible.
So we had seal, we had foie gras, and we had veal. So 3 meats that are questionable at best.
What do you mean? Foie gras? I mean, that's just like, useless.
To be fair,
but do you know how people in Europe make foie gras?
With duck, goose livers or duck liver. Okay.
If it's good, yeah, I think it's.
Actually, no, it can be duck. It can't be duck. But
I don't mind if it's male duck, because male ducks are fucking rapists, so they need to die anyway. Simple as that.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
So.
Duck or goose, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, in the past they would And they don't do it in, and this is why it was illegal in the US for a very long time and is just barely becoming legal in California because it has to be farmed a certain way. So the traditional way to farm foie gras is to nail down duck feet and then force feed them food so they can't move and get really fatty and make really big livers. So that is why it is a questionable meat at best.
Oh, yeah. You can get vegetarian foie gras.
We also had Iranian caviar earlier. So as I said, I felt like I was eating a lot of illegal food.
And apparently it tastes really good. But yeah.
Because Iran is known for its caviar.
Well, no, they touch the Black Sea or the Caspian Sea, one of the two, right there. So the northern part of Iran has a large farms.
I do like the fact that like this being in Canada, it has a guilty pleasure 8th course of maple themed sweets. Like, well, yes.
Oh yeah, for these super expensive restaurants, they brought out maple cotton candy on a tree.
Not bad.
It wasn't bad. Yeah. Actually, I think my favorite dessert was this little pistachio cream puff thingy. But it was very tiny. But then again, we were pretty full by then, so it worked out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I had a great weekend. Did some shopping, got to see some sights, got to go to a butterfly garden, and just had a nice, relaxing time, other than my stomach being a bitch the whole weekend, but it's fine. I'm better now. So, I've almost killed the 20 minutes. Just 2 minutes more to
go. That's all good.
A lot of slurs and curse words are dropped. Well, I mean, we are naturally a content warning show, so
yeah. The time where our shows were family friendly has long since sailed.
Wait, we were family friendly?
I don't know. Maybe at one point.
We were never family friendly. That was a frickin' joke. God damn it. There's your adult warning. Whatever.
I mean, to be fair, when I do mouse over the actual sort of show, it does say intended for certain audiences. May contain violent and graphic depictions. So, I don't know where you got the, you did get a warning, so it's all good.
Did I get a warning? I don't know.
No.
I don't ever get a warning saying the word graphic. Oh, I'm sad I'm sad I didn't get to stream this week, but I was just dead. I went to bed at like 9:00 Wednesday and like 8:30 Thursday. Like just down.
Down and out.
Which is odd for me.
I mean, if you had a productive day outside of streaming, then fair enough. Or an enjoyable day outside of
I was working. Do you think that was enjoyable? No.
I mean, I didn't say.
Depends. I don't know. Do you like the money?
Maybe. Productive or enjoyable, or both. Can be either or. And I guess.
So, EVE time.
Yes.
There's been EVE things, right?
EVE things.
I mean, I hear that there's been EVE things.
Well, I think the first one that we can bring up, I don't think you brought up yet, is CCP Aurora left CCP Games.
Did we have to start with such a downer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the more important thing.
It is the most important thing. Yeah, for certain. And she is going to Albion, the developers of Albion Online, to make to work on Albion Online as well. So, yep.
So we wish her the best of luck.
Mm-hmm.
She always put effort into EVE. I think everyone can agree that they felt like she actually cared about the game.
She did.
Yeah.
The LowSec was crying out for some kind of decent update to the mechanics that they have, and bringing out the update to faction warfare was fantastic. The way she went about it, You know, the way that she brought everybody, like the community, into the development of the project from almost the initial kind of development, like idea development sort of phase, was fantastic as well. And just her overall commitment to making sure that the actual you know, the mechanics worked well, that it was understandable, and that it was presented to players correctly. You know, all of it. Like, it was really, really good. She's an awesome developer. And, you know, Sandbox Interactive should be fucking lucky that they're getting her. Simple as. Fucking sucks that we're losing her.
Yeah, so I think that means we don't... Who do we have left that actually cares about the game over there?
Oh, fuck.
Me not throwing shade at all over it.
We never do that on this show. What are you talking about?
Never.
People who genuinely care for EVE, but are actually also working on EVE Online. I mean, I guess there's is Masterplan still in? I don't fucking even know. I guess Masterplan's still there. I think there's some like semi-backgroundy kind of developers who have worked, you know, on EVE for a long time, who are still there, who aren't sort of in the limelight a lot of the time in any way, shape, or form. That still very much care for EVE Online and are still developing EVE Online, kind of thing. But, you know, the people who we tend to hear about are the ones who we feel don't seem to care too much about EVE, but care about, you know, I'll put it a different way. Don't really care about the overall kind of community together kind of vision of EVE, but only really care about their particular version of EVE, right? Because I think you know, I think certain people, you know, CCP Burger, CCP Rotati, do care about their idea of EVE.
Oh yeah, and
but
their vision
that's not
of how
shared.
It should be.
Their vision of EVE and their vision of how it should be, and I don't think that's shared by lots of people. I think it's tolerated by a fair few people, because those people don't generally tend to get like hit with the fucking big nerf sticks all the fucking time by him. But, you know, that's that can be somewhat contentious depending on where in EVE you play, I guess. You know, if you're in HiSec, it's kind of alright, because HiSec's been having a great time under CCP Burger and CCP Rotati.
Is there... Where is HiSec? I'm not even sure.
It's the place where you have loads of people who aren't colored blue.
Oh, yeah, I don't feel safe there.
It's the place where people aren't really that blue or red, but they're like just white, and they kind of, and it fucking scares you, because you're like, who are these people, and do I need to protect myself from them?
Yeah,
I feel like it is. Seema, I do feel like most things are
very silly, very silly place out here. It's a very silly place. It's all Dirk's fault, baby. That's right.
Dirk is being sweet, helping out his grandma.
He is. Yeah. He's shoveling snow at the moment.
Yeah, she's buried under 42 feet of snow. They're not sure if they're going to get to her. You know, they brought in a drill to get down to where they're hidden. You know, by this evening they expect to have communications established.
I don't think he's quite gone past the ice wall kind of thing, so he's not fighting off the White Walkers yet. So.
Like Hirebrand, HiSec is high risk, therefore the reward should be out of the charts.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, yeah, like That makes sense. It's high sec, high reward, high risk. Null sec means null reward because there's null risk, right?
Yep. No, there's no reward because there's no risk. Because everybody in the system is blue. Or green.
Yeah. I don't know why people think it would be the other way around.
Crazies. That's who. That's the people who think
crazy people.
It should be. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're not getting any of the decent kind of stuff, and all of our stuff is getting harder. With no, well, I guess.
Oh, those new ships came out, by the way. The like damage over targets.
Yeah, those the sort of the deathless sort of stuff. Yeah.
I don't know why we needed more ships, but I also understand, like, you know, players are starting to notice problems. Distract them with a new ship.
Yeah.
Fuck
shiny.
Anything.
Shiny. Check this out. There was a really funny Reddit post actually where somebody was like, "When does the expansion come out?" I don't know whether you saw this. It's fucking great. I got an email for a week of free Omega, but I don't see anything new. Just 2 ships and a mini game to farm them. When does the expansion come out?
There's an expansion?
It was labeled as an expansion. Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys and our audience. Anybody can really answer it. Okay.
Okay.
So
we might as well.
I'm looking. I think the wife might be pulling in the driveway, so I might have to say this very quickly. If I buy somewhat large holiday decorations for the front yard, being large means there's not a lot of space to store them, right? We're out of storage space here. How much trouble will I get in with the wife? And do we care?
Well, you always care, but
I don't know. I mean, we could get big Christmas decorations. You know, I'm talking like, a couple deer, maybe a little lighted sleigh. Something. Something
I mean, if it's not in the way
there would be no place to store this because we're out of storage space, right?
Well,
no, I don't want to rent a storage. I don't want to rent a storage unit.
They're intended for external use, right?
They are intended for outdoor use, right?
Yeah. So
should I risk it?
Store them outside?
No.
Do you have a shed?
No shed. Asset safety.
No, because of why?
Buy a sea container.
We do not have a shed. We do not really have attic space because most of our ceilings are vaulted.
Well, there's your problem. Just add a ceiling.
I don't want to add a ceiling. I like the vaulted.
Okay, well then add a shed.
No, that would wreck my view in the back. I don't like that. No.
Oh, it wouldn't.
Well, build a fucking tunnel.
You can build a shed on the side of the house.
No, you can't.
Build an underground layer, Eric.
Yeah, you have to be in 15 feet and off the side of your considering the way the world is. So, Eric, considering the way the world is going, you should probably build a nuclear fallout shelter, and you can just that gives you storage space straight away. There you go.
Yeah, you can build it underground.
I know, but I want to put it.
It doesn't use up the space in the loft.
And it won't.
You still have all the lovely views.
Lovely views. Fallout shelter. Okay.
There you go.
Lease the decorations. Oh yeah, that would be.
And with the fact that there was the Fallout kind of TV thing, there's a bunch of like Fallout swag and all that stuff that you can purchase for it as well. So you can adorn it as like an actual Fallout shelter from the Fallout games.
Yeah, they don't have them at Rent a Center.
How close are you with your neighbors and their shed?
Okay, very few people have a shed.
Okay, well, that's because y'all listen to city codes too much. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, there's also a renter place. There's also like box storage renter places as well.
I never realized that the shed my dad built at our old house was probably not with it. city code. But the house sold, so who cares? So.
Yeah.
Buy a new house. Yeah,
Starscream's got it. You just buy a new house. Just buy a new house, Eric, and put all the stuff in there.
Yeah.
You know, I always think when I'm like renovating and stuff, I always think to myself like, well, I should probably have a few spare of these just in case, you know, when this goes or if that breaks, kind of thing. And I think to myself like, if I scale that to every single aspect of the house, like I'll have like half a house of like spare stuff. And where do I put that? In a new house, I imagine. And then what do I do with the stuff in like all the spares for the new house? Like it's just spirals into infinity.
Meepa says buy an old delivery truck. You could just get one of your Amazon trucks and just like, you know, have one of your drivers driving around.
Just have them going from state to state, you know, from one side of the country to the other.
Well,
yeah,
I could get
a
I could get a pods for $467 a year. It looks like not too bad.
Yeah,
and remember, this is for $50 lawn ornaments.
No, it's more like 200 and something.
It's still not worth it.
Let me see how much was it. Oh well, I would put other stuff in it. You know, I just buy more. $149 worth of Christmas decorations.
There's a law that relates to this regarding the amount of storage space and the amount of stuff in like, you know, basically gradually increases to meet that storage space regardless of how much storage space you have.
I know it's terrible. By the way, a little robot lawnmower update. The robot lawnmower broke.
Aww.
Yeah, so it was given a couple error codes for some sensors in one of its motors, one of its tires.
Was it out trying to mow the lawn while there was like a big fucking hailstorm going on or something?
Oh no, it can do it. It can do that. That's not a problem.
It didn't get beat the fuck up then.
No. It just a little failure. It was awesome. I said, hey, I have this problem. They said, hey, here's a shipping label, and you know, like the smart person we were, we had kept the original box it was delivered in, so we packed that sucker right up. It went across the country really quick, and Tuesday it's coming back. It's already fixed. I mean, it wasn't gone 10 days, and they fixed it.
You know what was what got fixed as well, really, really fast.
What?
So we ran out of stickers on Fourthwall apparently at one point.
Really? And, well, I have some coming.
And it was restocked like ultra fast.
Wow.
Like ultra fast. I'll share the thing with everybody in chat. Hang on a second.
I have a couple pages of stickers coming.
So basically, you can barely read that. Fuck it. Anyway, but basically, it was an out of stock. Our push to talk stickers, and they said on average the restocks will take between 2 to 4 weeks. And that same day, they basically came up saying, "Good news, they're back in stock." I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah,
they found the extra box that like fell off, you know, the pile. They're like, "Oh yeah, let's."
There's a whole bunch more stickers. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That definitely wasn't a tangent. Just to say, by the way, we have merch in the form of stickers, and if you want it, go check it out.
Here you go, team, courtesy of Ceemas, by the way.
Oh yes. So I'll grab that and show Ceemas. Or show Ceemas' work, because Ceemas' work is always great.
I'm just looking when mine's supposed to arrive. Mine's supposed to come Tuesday.
Hey.
So you know, we'll be here with my fixed little robot. So yeah, I have a couple things with stickers. So I can't believe they all sold out that quick. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, there's still more there, so you know you can go and grab them. as it were.
What do you have on your mouth, bitch?
What? Whoa! Oh, shit's falling everywhere. Oh my god.
My cat's got this thing hanging from her mouth, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It sounded like you were ringing the bell. We were gonna, donate money.
My cat had a bowl that had a spoon in it, so the spoon just spun around in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
Spoon. That's what that is. Okay.
So if you want stickers, that's the link for you. They're really good stickers. And you don't get one sticker, you get 6. Because,
I ordered 12 because somebody said I should stick stickers all over my laptop.
That is a really good fucking a really good use for those as well. If you're one of those people who like sticking, stickers randomly on your laptop, then go for it, man. Go.
I have a freaking problem with my Apple TV app. I went to watch today I went to watch the first episode of season 2 of Silo. The son of a bitch won't let me watch it. It says, it'll just add it to my list of things you want to watch. But I'm like, it was released on the 15th. Why the hell can't I watch it? I don't know. I got to figure it out. I can watch, all the previous episodes, the previous season, but I can't watch the first episode of season 2. It's driving me nuts.
I think.
Well, that's it.
I mean, Tam, that's probably the idea. Like,
no, because then people will call into the show, be like, "You're vandalizing stuff," and be like,
no, we're not.
Hold it.
I would be like, we're not vandalizing stuff. Other people are vandalizing stuff on our behalf. That is not our problem. That's their problem.
That's actually better because that's like cool. It's like go away, send out the minions. But yes, that would be should we do that? Should we have that in the show? We accept callers. Should we put an app in so we can bring a caller in? Like you have talk shows on the radio. I don't know if you guys remember that, right?
I've heard that sounds like a great idea, but has been a badly implemented at times.
Be like, because that's like, dude calls in, to the show. We'll just use Myron Cope because he's awesome. Myron Cope Sports Show. Saying, hey, Myron, first time caller, long time listener. All right, yeah. Well, what do you want to talk about there, Joe?
Just starts bombing right off the start, like
no.
And then we're oh god, we're shut down for 2 weeks.
No, that's why there you have the 7-second delay, right? 7-second delay. Beep.
It would just be a bunch of.
We'd have to somehow work that in. I don't know how we'd have to work.
There's got to be a way to do it. Got to be a way to do it.
It has to be. Yeah, there has to be a way to work that in.
That's right. Oh, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody? Not that I watch a show because I don't watch this show, but I heard it was kind of funny. Okay, so apparently on X, Joe Rogan has changed his profile label to say he is a dragon believer. Believes in dragons, which makes me like him now. I mean, because dragons. I like dragons. I think we should have many dragons. Anybody else see that? Dragon believer?
Isn't that the,
I want to change,
the national
I like warp drives, but they don't fucking exist.
What?
I like warp drives, but they don't fucking exist.
I like warp drives.
Warp drive?
Hey! Give Elon a couple months, okay?
A couple months.
Give Elon a couple months, and one of his scientists will come up with it, and he'll take credit.
Yeah, exactly. Give Elon a couple of months to find, people to
warp drives.
Someone smart enough to do it because it's not him.
See, look at Hirebrand, right? He wants dragons with warp drives. Now that's some shit. That is.
You know what that is? What? That is some Dr. Evil level kind of genius right there. Because the dragons with warp drives is kind of like the sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads, right?
Because every animal should have a hot meal.
It's like ill-tempered sea bass. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You don't don't take bad kind of bad versions of that. If you want dragons with warp drives, make sure that you accept nothing less than dragons with warp drives. No sort of salamanders with a firecracker attached to their back kind of thing. Like nothing like that. You want dragons with fucking warp drives.
Right? I mean, that's the sort of technology that you only learn about here on this show, Push to Talk. Dragons with fucking warp drives. Okay? By the way, Tam Tam is giving her rats a hot meal. I don't know what that means. I didn't know that she owned rats and had them as small pets. Let alone,
I wish I
would you?
could.
What does she give him? What does she give him? Like grilled cheese? I mean, what do you give rats? It's a hot meal. I mean, I don't know. Tell us, Tam Tam. Inquiring minds want to know.
Eat a lot of food.
Rats tend to eat most.
They love boiled eggs. They love most anything people will eat. So
yeah, a really tiny lasagna.
Broccoli and other veggies.
Oh, okay.
So, like, do you at least give them like broccoli and cheese? No sauce, spaghetti, no sauce. Okay. You know what I saw? She talks about spaghetti. I saw somebody had a hamster eating spaghetti. Had a video of him, and he like had his two little paws. He's feeding the spaghetti into his mouth. The funniest shit. Oh my god!
I wish I could have pet rats, but I am super allergic.
I'm glad. I'm glad that we're fully embracing the what the fuck tangents of this show's.
Absolutely.
Title.
But, I mean, is there anything else in EVE that's important? I mean, Nexus
we've got Winter Nexus.
I've got a bunch of things that we can go through.
Okay, well, let's go through them. Let's go through
it.
But it's nowhere near as entertaining as like giving rats spaghetti or like talking about fucking dragons with warp drives. Like, come on. Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this.
I just want to drive Ginjin nuts with all of our things going back and forth. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Calling up Tracy Hickman now. Hey, we need a new Dragonlance novel called Dragons with Warp Drives. Okay. All right, Hickman. Write that baby up. All right.
I was just honestly with the whole dragon warp drive thing. I was just literally thinking of dragon, but with the wings replaced with like fucking, like like Star Trek fucking nacelles.
Eric, you haven't brought them up in a while. How are the guinea pigs?
The guinea pigs are awesome. Yeah. They are so awesome. They come when you call them now. They call them by name. They come, over to you, and they're like, "Okay, feed us treats." Because when you call our name, you always have treats, right? So yeah. But yeah,
have you not figured out that there is a power generation potential with that?
No, they don't. They don't. So one of them will run around his little cage area. That would be Luffy. Luffy likes to sprint around in circles. He enjoys that.
Luffy's the swole of the group. Like
he's the little one. He's little.
Oh, he's little. Oh, okay.
He's the little one. Bacon is the pig. All right. He is. He's a big boy, right? He don't like to move a lot. All right. I mean, but
I kind of feel like you named him into that particular.
I didn't name any of them.
Sort of
I didn't name any of them.
As it were.
The children named
it was named into that lifestyle. Let's put it that way.
It was. But he's also the one with like Mr. Personality. All right. He's just like, okay, let's go hang out, man. I mean, okay, so if you could hang out and watch football and drink beer and eat nachos with one of the guinea pigs, it's gonna be Bacon. Okay. He would just sit there with you, drink beer, talk about football. That's what he would do, right? And then you've got Mr. Nervous, which is Teddy Roosevelt. Okay. He just wants treats, but he doesn't want you to come anywhere near him because he's very like, okay, you're going to pick me up and it's terrible. And I'm frightened to death of being picked up and don't touch me. Right. The other two you can pet, but he doesn't like it. And he always feels like he's left out. He always acts like, oh, you're giving him treats and you're leaving me out. No, we cycle through you. We give one treat to the next treat to the next treat. You're in order now.
Yeah, but he's not getting that treat, so therefore he is being deprived.
There must be a really kind of weird existence for him because he's like nervous about attention, but then he's seeking attention because everyone else is getting attention. So he's like,
I know. Now,
why do I seek out the thing that I hate? Ah!
But yeah, so but the one that really, like the way their cages are laid out, right? The one that really runs over to you is really, really Luffy in the morning. And like, hey, Luffy, good morning. He's like, what? Oh. Like runs over to the corner. How you doing? You gonna say hi to me this morning? Right? And we do not dress the piggies up in little costumes. They do not like little costumes.
It's probably the one thing that Eric doesn't actually sort of somehow adorn with some other random thing during this Christmas period.
We buy them Christmas gifts. They do get Christmas gifts. Things, you know.
Everything in the house gets kind of like, you know, adorned with various different kind of stuff during Christmas, except apparently the guinea pigs.
Well, they pretty much eat anything that you put in front of them. So yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Guinea pigs constantly eat. Now the good thing about them is, you know, we don't put like little wood shavings, cedar wood shavings in with them or anything like that. They actually have like, you know, little padded blankety type things that they run around in. So they have multiple levels. They go up their little stairs to their top level and hang out. They really like it when you just sit in there with them. When you just hang out with them, they like it like your presence in the same.
Apart from Teddy, clearly.
No, he actually he likes it when you're in the room. It's just when you're reaching into his cage area because they're in
like this is my safe
cages.
Space. Fuck off from my safe space.
Yeah, fuck off. I'm safe, not you.
I'll come out and socialize, but don't try socialize inside of my safe space.
Have you seen the videos? So like I've seen some shorts and stuff of like people who let their guinea pigs just outside.
Yep.
During the day, and they've got like a bunch of cover bushes that the guinea pigs can hide under, and they've got like 50 guinea pigs, and they have a little guinea pig like shed they can go into, and they go in there at night and they feed them at night, and then during the day they just open it up and they come out and just
I feel
enjoy
like
being together.
I feel like that just wouldn't work in certain areas with, you know, the propensity of fucking, you know,
we have
pet cats.
Well, this area,
hawks, we have everything.
Well, that's the thing is like when they see hawks, that's why they have the ground cover bushes, because one of them will let out the alert call, and you'll watch like 50 little guinea pigs just bolt under a bush real quick.
I said pet cats, not pet hawks. Like
he said hawks.
We have hawks.
Said cat.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, because cats may or may not.
Like, you know, everybody in the UK has a pet hawk. You know, that's just how it is.
Well, you know,
don't you? I have my hawk right outside. Clearly,
with fucking warp drives.
Yeah,
no, we have yeah. Your hawk doesn't have a warp drive. What the fuck?
And a warp drive for you, and a warp drive for you. Oh, we're terrible. No, I have seen people that like let them out and they roam around the house, right? So even though our guinea pigs have their like cage area, we have little areas where they can use the restroom, right? But they're not like litter boxes or anything. They're things with they're things with pads in them, and everything just falls down. And they really do use those. They don't go everywhere. They kind of learn that on their own. We didn't even have to teach them.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, they are.
I'd have thought that'd have been, you know, you would have had to have really fucking taught that, like, been really strict with teaching them that sort of stuff.
No, they're pretty good. That doesn't mean that they don't go, because all guinea pigs do is eat and poop. That's all they do. All right. And in South America, they're grown for food. And since we have three boys, the three boys, when they were little babies, decided, oh yeah, we're friends. We can all live together. And as they got older, they decided they hated each other. So they're in three different little things, but next to each other.
See, Tam saying that they also drink makes me think of like the of Bacon, and basically just like him knocking back beers while watching a game.
Yeah, knocking back a few beers. Yeah, just hanging out. No, they in the wild though, guinea pigs don't drink much because they get it from their food. But we give them a lot of like lettuce and different vegetables. I mean, they get vegetables all day long, and then they eat their hay and eat their little hay nuggets. They don't eat all the time, then their teeth grow too long, and then they die.
Yeah.
We need to take them in. They need a manicure, a little mani-pedi. It's time for the guinea pig mani-pedis. They got to do that. So, the boys got to take them. My boys take them to the little guinea pig doctor. The guinea pig doctor goes clip, 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 clip. And, then they come home. But it's funny. They're funny. They're fun. They're nice. I like them.
Yeah.
They have to get their treats. If they don't get their treats, they yap at us, right? If they don't get treats, like if we go up to bed and we forget to give them their like nighttime treats, as you're going up the steps, they're all like, "Where are you going? Where's our treats?" By the way, they can't see. They can't see like more than 6 or 7 feet in front of them.
You'd think that would be the thing that like absolutely guarantees the fact that they never survive. Like,
yeah, no. But they they can smell. That's their thing. They have like super guinea pig smell. So yeah. That's the pigs. They're still living. They're happy. They have great smell. Yeah, they can smell everything. And pea flakes. Okay, so it is are peas smashed flat.
Yeah,
they love them.
Something that you could make yourself.
Hi Brand. Our guinea pigs smell good because like we make sure their cages are cleaned all the time. So the guinea pigs themselves don't smell. They don't need bathed. You don't even wash them.
They're sponsored by CK1.
CK1, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what is it? That new Gravité. We spritz them with a little Gravité. They smell amazing. Have you seen that commercial for Gravité? Have you guys seen that?
I have not. I think it's very much a US thing.
No, well, let's put it this way. So it is. All the women have like I think little English accents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find let me see if I can find the commercial. Oh yeah. There it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
I think most of the commercials that I actually watch, like actually genuinely sort of have time to watch, are the ones that are
Hold on, I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this in there.
Okay.
Here we go. There's a little YouTube. Everybody can watch the Gravité. It's I mean, yeah, they blindfold the women. The dude comes in, he's wearing the perfume, and they all just like, oh, die for it. Right? But yeah, that sultry little blonde at the end.
It's like,
listen, you gotta listen to the sound though. You gotta listen to him talk.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Gravité. By the way, it smells pretty. It smells pretty good. It smells pretty good.
And connotations in that.
Terrible.
Jesus.
No, I just like the way they talk. Because when you have girls with the English accents, man, they're just they're hotter.
Yeah.
They just We had this one girl in high school. Hannah was her name. She had an English accent. Everybody was like, "We love you." English accent. We love you. I can't think of one boy that she dated though. That's kind of funny. Anyway, but yeah. By the way, it does smell pretty good. It smells pretty good.
Wait, I'll watch it later on.
Watch it later.
Oh, is that Eric maybe joining?
Tam, she knows she doesn't have an English accent. Well, we still love you, Tam.
Mm-hmm.
We love Dawn. We love Tam.
I guess we should probably talk about Eve.
Let's talk about Eve
before leaving Eve.
I thought we were going to, but then you sidetracked me on the guinea pigs. God damn it!
I'm sorry. I mean, what else is there to talk about other than like, do you feel rejuvenated from this expansion?
No.
There's a new ship out.
No, but you never know. Maybe the Winter Nexus might actually help.
Eric, I need to get your ships moved too. Oh, but there hasn't been a move up that, which maybe we'll have one today.
Holy crap! There's a lot of stuff like chatting and stuff. Even Carneros. Holy shit! Carneros is posting Lady Scarlet shit.
Eric, I'll try to move your stuff. If you end up being able to move sooner than I can move you, then
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing. That's a sad thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether Dirk will be able to get here in time to be able to sort of.
He's busy with helping family. Helping family.
Anyway, I guess because we've sort of alluded to it at this point in time. Basically, there was a hang on. Let me find the actual fucking thing. There we go. SLYCE and OpenComms lost a member of their family, as it were. FC and Diplo from SLYCE called Ackaroth passed away this week at some point. Not sure what happened. Apparently he came back after a night and somehow ended up passing away. No idea what the hell happened with it. What the hell happened there? But he was, if you've ever watched Open Comms, he was on there very often. If you're a member of SLYCE, you would know exactly who he is. He was a skirmish FC. He was a Diplo for SLYCE. I not really in the. I've helped out a few times with like some like tournament level stuff, but never really sort of conversed with any sort of tournament team kind of leaders and that kind of stuff. But apparently he was part of that group. Some of the tournament team kind of sort of communication kind of dudes. So I think chances are Dirk, Sothrasil, and a bunch of people who work on with tournament stuff and some of the sort of some of the AT stuff, like knew him, talked to him fairly often. But yeah, I believe there was a vigil for him last night. Something along those lines. But yeah, an unfortunate thing of losing somebody really decent.
By the way, last 3 minutes we've been in ad break. We have about 30 seconds left.
Okay. I am going to my meeting, so you guys have fun.
Hey, you have a great one.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Bye.
A vigil kind of thing. There's also one as well. So basically, there was a sign of vigil on between 2 and 3 a.m. Eve time last night as such. There's also going to be one after the show, actually, 2000 to 2100 Eve time. So that'll be cool. It'll be in F9 TAC FUV. So if you're around there and you wish to pay respects, then you can always fly over to F9 TAC FUV. Which I'm not entirely certain exactly where that is, but I'm going to check this now.
And as always, thank you to Carneros for keeping us up to date on some of this.
Yeah, thank you, Carneros. So it's an Ethereum reach. So if you're anywhere near Ethereum reach, go check out. Go bring a Sino ship to F9 TAC FUV. Indie Sino is completely fine. So just jump into an indie chip of some form, bring a Cyno, bring fuel, and get to Ethereum Reach. You can get to Ethereum Reach very easily through Cavallo Expanse kind of area. So yeah, definitely check that out. But yeah, so that'll be in F9 at between 2000 and 2100 EVE, which is kind of after the show. So yeah. Other than that, there's been a few things. So we were going to talk about the Winter Nexus, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a very quick kind of pricey of the Winter Nexus. So there's going to be ice storms and stuff like that, which you've seen previously. There's going to be exclusive loot. The ice storms are going to be in high sec, low sec, and null sec. One of the cool things about it is in the ice storms, you'll benefit from enhanced thermal resistances, and apparently you'll have increased sustain in overheating as well. So down to the fact that it's cold, and so overheating is more effective. Well, not more effective, but it just lasts longer, I think. So there's some interesting tactical kind of situations going on there. There's going to be Evermar. So one of the other kind of things is obviously the login campaigns. So there's going to be obviously a login campaign that starts off. So every day you're going to be getting new rewards from the login campaigns, including Evermarks, design components, skins, and apparently up to 65,000. Up to 650,000 skill points. And that's basically on the 25th day, on basically Christmas Day, essentially.
Really?
Or maybe not Christmas Day, because it's starting on the 5th, so it'll be on almost. It won't be on Christmas Day, but it'll be almost on New Year's, essentially.
Okay.
But on the 25th day, right, which makes it sound like the way that they've kind of like the way that they've penned this, it kind of sounds like on the 25th day as in on Christmas Day, but it's not on Christmas Day because it starts on the 5th, I think.
So New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so it's
day before New Year's Eve, right? Yeah.
So it starts on the 5th of December, but on the 25th day of the Winter Nexus, which will be basically almost New Year's Eve, there will be a 75,000 SP for alphas and a 325,000 SP for omegas as like the big gift. And thankfully, they've not done it on the basis of it is the last gift, and so if you've missed one or two of the kind of the days, then you get fucked over. So there's apparently there seems to be so it's going from the 5th to the 5th to the 7th of January. So it seems like there's going to be about 32, 33 days, depending on how you want to kind of calculate it.
Okay.
So 33 days, but the big prize is on the 25th day, so that's good. Like that's better than their last one, which they had to like actually jimmy around because people were complaining about the fact that like if you miss one day, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
For the big prize. So that's good that they've kind of done that. But yeah, that's the Nexus, Winter Nexus that's coming on the 5th. The only other thing, like kind of big kind of news sort of thing, is the Vanguard expansion stuff. As far as I know, it's not resetting everybody sticks. So I don't know where you're getting that.
Yeah. But
then again, there's stuff there's meetings being had, and I can't be in that meeting because I'm here. So I don't know, sticks. Maybe we are resetting everybody. I don't fucking know.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm not in the room to confirm or deny that. Like at this point in time, so maybe 6. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I should probably check, like our general chat and be like, "Holy fuck!"
Holy shit!
Holy fuck! What?
In the show. A dragon.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it wasn't us.
either way, I'm not gonna waste time and going through my alliance's general chat to see if I can confirm or deny that random rumor.
Confirm or deny, because we don't care that much.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I mean, we care, but we don't care that much.
To be fair, and it's very much a sort of like for the content. As an alliance, so like I don't know, it could be a case of well, we would have more content if we just reset it, we just reset everybody. Yeah. So you never know. I wouldn't put it past. I would have put it outside the realm of possibilities, but it does seem like an improbable thing. But yeah, Vanguard wise, right? Apparently there's going to be a new sort of playtest for Vanguard from the 28th of November to the 9th of December. So that is next Thursday. Running all that week and then all next week, all that week and all the week after that. So that'll be 28th is the next Thursday. So from next Thursday for a week and a bit, essentially. But that's essentially there's going to be kind of like a new mode. There's going to be like 9v9 battles where you're capturing artillery cannons and bombarding fleets from the surface. I don't think it's going to be like connected to EVE in the way that like you can literally see a fleet there or not. Like I think they're very much going to be NPC kind of ships or something like that. Just representations of that up in the sky, and then you're basically firing. You're capturing cannons that essentially bombard the fleets from the surface. But there's some tie-ins to the Deathless stuff. There's some tie-ins to some Drifter stuff. I'd like to kind of see how they want to represent Drifters in like FPS. That might be interesting. I don't know. You can now generate corruption and suppression in Vanguard now. That I believe will actually translate into EVE, so that's nice. There will be you'll be able to raid planetary zones for rare resources and blueprint parts, kind of similar-ish to what you were doing previously, but instead of it just being like random objectives that you can choose and then go and do it, like these 9x9 kind of things are kind of like a capture the flag kind of King of the Hill sort of style thing. So, slightly different sort of mission, slightly different sort of play characteristics compared to what they previously had. You'll be able to decide where you wish to deploy, which is different because previously it was just a case of you get deployed and it's just like, you get deployed onto the map. You don't really get to choose, so that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So, regarding the sort of like the Deathless stuff, there's kind of like a little. I'll basically read the paragraph regarding this, and it says capsule reinforcements. The Deathless making present known all over New Eden, on planets and in space. He has put out a call to the Capsuleers of the cluster to join in the fight against the Drifter forces, in part to aid Vanguard forces in planetary operations. The Deathless Circle has deployed special towers connected to the newly revealed Warden, which scan local networks for passkeys needed to break planetary defense systems, allowing Vanguard war clones to fight for key positions in insurgencies. These towers are under attack from Drifters, and the Deathless has asked Capsuleers to help defend them. There is, of course, nothing stopping them, aka Capsuleers, from destroying the towers and stealing the passkeys for themselves, should they prefer to support suppression-aligned forces. Those wishing to join this fight on either side can visit the sites of the skirmishers on the 26th of November and make their mark on the war. In addition, the Capsuleers of New Eden will get daily Vanguard-themed rewards for taking fight in EVE Online between the 28th of November and the 1st of December, including up to 4 skin design components, 3,000 Evermarks, and 50,000 skill points. So that's kind of the sort of big thing that's going on with Vanguard, and a degree of connection as to what's going on with EVE as well. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
And there's been a few sort of like news articles about it and that kind of thing. Some interesting stuff and some kind of like some understandable stuff, which sounds more than it is, I guess. Like there's some VG247.com articles about Vanguard. One which is how EVE Vanguard plans to leverage Helldivers 2, World of Warcraft, and Destiny to make a shooter that actually truly respects your time. And to be fair, it is something that like isn't said often enough, but like EVE is one of those kind of games that does respect your time more than a lot of other games. Mainly because of its persistence. Because a lot of games essentially, they will provide an interesting and enjoyable experience, but once that experience is kind of done, then that's it, and all the time that you spent doing that is sort of just wasted the next time the sequel comes along, right? So there is that kind of aspect of the value that you put into the game, or the time that you spend into the game. It is kind of respected a bit more when it comes to sort of, say, EVE Online. And to some degree, the way that CCP are making Vanguard is sort of similar to that. But yeah.
Okay.
There is also a thing that EVE Vanguard is actually going to be targeting a console release, but it's going to be, probably around about 2028 for the console rollout. So this year we're having a Founders Access. 2025 next year there's the Early Access to some degree. 2027, 2 years after that, is going to be is intended to be the global launch of Vanguard, and then a year after that is the expected rollout for the consoles. That kind of that's the timeline that CCP has for the for access or launches regarding Vanguard. Yeah, it's kind of that.
Excuse me.
Regarding Zarzakh and regarding the Deathless, apparently there was a Deathless exchange location outside of Zarzakh that somebody found. But apparently it despawned after a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Maybe it's something that, like, bearing in mind that it despawned, maybe it's a place that, maybe it's a site that randomly spawns and despawns in and around the entrances to Zarzakh. You never know. I'm not saying that it was at the entrance to Zarzakh or in the system with an entrance to Zarzakh, but maybe it's in the sort of local area, star systems around that potentially. Or potentially in wormholes connected to it. I don't know. But you never know.
You never know.
It's just strange how those particular the particular exchange location for those infomorphs was outside of Zarzakh. But yeah. There was a Clear Skies 4 preview.
Oh, right there.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously in the most sort of, in the most obvious place for you to put a preview and a sort of a teaser for things, on Facebook. Who uses Facebook for like teasers these days? Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it, Eric.
Why not? I don't understand why you don't get it.
I'll send the link out. If anybody wants to check it out, then there it is. That's the link for the Clear Skies preview. It's a about 2-minute preview. Some people have kind of said that some people have said it's a little bit different kind of thing looking, and that's because they're using different tech and sort of slightly different models and character designs and stuff. So but I think it still has that kind of charm, but we'll see what people feel about it.
See what people feel about it.
Yeah. If you're an Alliance tournament aficionado, you'd have noticed that maybe a few expensive ships blew up recently this week.
Ooh. So
there was an Utu, which is an assault frigate, that died. There was a Marshal. Well, this isn't specifically an Alliance tournament ship, but it's a very expensive ship. But there was a 121 billion-esque Marshal that died. In essence, today. Was it today? No, it was today. Nice. So that died, and there was also a Python as well, which is the newest Black Ops battleship that died, and that's a 1.2 to 1.3 trillion. I think trillion. Yes, 1.2 trillion.
Oh, 1.2 trillion.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
it's a little painful, don't you think?
That is pretty painful. So that's the U2. Just posting in chat. This is the Marshal. And if a Marshal isn't expensive enough for you, then that's the Python. Which is basically a souped up crazy souped up crazy version of a Marshal. But yeah, fucking expensive stuff died this week.
Kind of sad when big stuff blows up, but kind of fun. Welcome to EVE.
It's fun, but it's I'm glad that it's not just there as fucking as a cargo fucking ornament, or station storage ornament, right? So I'm glad for that. Deathless locations, guys. I'm just going through my kind of stuff to talk about.
Your list of stuff.
My list of random things to talk about. Yes. Apart from him, I don't really have much else. It's been fairly light, aside from potentially whatever INIT are deciding to fucking do. It seems. Hilmar found a self-help book. You'll find this funny. You will find this funny.
We'll find this funny.
Yeah, I'll link it to you in staff.
Okay.
And I'll also link it in chat as well. Yeah. How to build a universe that doesn't fall apart in 2 days, or doesn't fall apart 2 days later.
2 days later.
Yeah. Hopefully, he might actually learn some stuff from that.
Maybe he will.
You never know.
Maybe he won't.
You never know. Maybe somebody with the notoriety of Philip K. Dick might actually sort of break through his fucking, his desire to just not listen to anybody and just think, just go on his own fucking, his own instincts. You never know. He may learn something. Yeah, well.
You want to bet on this? How much we want to bet? Hold it. Is there a what's that online betting site that they used for like the US? Like, I don't know. Like the election. There was some crazy betting site that was out there. Americans couldn't bet, but other people could and all this stuff. I forget what it was called, but
except Americans definitely fucking used that for betting. You guarantee it did.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, think about it. I mean, there's so many ways to fake where your location is. Sure, right?
Exactly.
Oh, Fluffa.
Sorry, Fluffa.
You know, we still love you. You're okay. You're top viewer. Top viewer. Cool. Don't worry about it, brother.
I'm probably gonna.
We're close. We're running out of steam, Fluffa.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do some shit. Somebody's got to do some shit in EVE, so we have something to talk about.
I think INIT's working on it. It seems.
INIT's on it.
I think INIT's working on it.
In it to win it,
right?
And they're on it.
If you didn't realize, and this might actually this might assist you, or might kind of give you sort of some interesting kind of gameplay, Fluffy. But if you hadn't seen this, if you have alpha characters, or if you play EVE just with an alpha, the Deathless Expert System lets you use Covert Ops cloaks as an alpha. For 7 days.
Alpha? Oh my god.
Yeah, as an alpha for 7 days. So the way that the expert systems basically work is it augments your clone. So whether you're an alpha or an omega, it will augment your clone with the skills that it provides, right?
Okay.
So it will give you a bunch of different skills, but it'll only do that for about 7 days. So it's a way of introducing people to different areas of gameplay as an omega, essentially. So you get to try out some omega stuff for 7 days, essentially. Oh, okay. Well, it if there's any alphas there that aren't, because clearly Fluffy it doesn't have any alphas anymore. But but if you're an alpha and you haven't tried out, being able to warp while cloaked and to be able to land on grid while cloaked without, and the people around not knowing that you've actually landed or that your presence is that you're there in stealth, as it were, then you can kind of try out that sort of side of the game. Because I remember when I was in HiSec, like when I first got into sort of flying stealth bombers, it was actually really fucking cool. I do recall that was a really kind of cool experience. I enjoyed that. That was one of the kind of really cool moments. So yeah, it'll allow you to use Covert Ops cloaks on Asteros and such things. So definitely check that out. The only issue with that is if you're hoping and waiting for the prices of those new 2 ships, the fucking what are they called? I can never remember those names. But the 2 new Deathless ships, if you're hoping and waiting for those 2 new ships to sort of come down in price enough for it to be sort of realistic that you actually can buy one as an alpha and potentially sort of try it out using the Deathless Expert System. Yeah, it's going to take more than 30 days. So, and that's essentially the that's the expiration time on the expert system. I believe it was like 31 something days before it basically expires and you can't actually. So, I guess technically it could be up to 37 days or 38 days, but I very much doubt that they're going to come down in price before then for any alphas to be able to kind of enjoy that experience. So if you're waiting for that, then chances are it's gonna expire before it actually gets down to the point where you're able to sort of try out those new ships. So instead, just fucking use the Deathless Expert System to sort of, be able to use Covert Ops Cloak and, have fun flying around high sec, and warping while cloaking and stuff like that. Oh, Fluffy, you gave away 100 Algoses today. Fucking well played, man.
Wow.
That is a very nice thing to do.
It is.
Hell yeah. But yeah, other than that, I should probably, I don't know, check some stuff out.
Yeah.
I've been told to sort of check out the sort of announcements or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Do we want to say anything, or do you just want to go check them out?
I mean, I need to go check it out myself. Like, I don't know what's been said, so that's what I'm trying to find out. I don't know. We're getting memes saying, meanwhile on the INIT SOTA, Dark Shines resets all blues. So I guess the INIT resetting everybody is a thing. So,
There you go.
Apparently there's the content for EVE Online. You can thank INIT for that. I am now an enemy of this show.
Yeah, like we ever cared about any of that stuff, right?
I'm not neutral anymore, it seems. Like
neutral. Who cares?
Well,
Neutral.
Yeah.
That's a term. I love it. Neutral.
We were hoping maybe that we were going to do some lore-based stuff, but I kind of I have to lean very heavily on Barghost for that on that front, and he wasn't able to sort of make it today. What I will say is that he definitely didn't get abducted by carnival folk last week, so he is still alive.
Carnies.
I have to. Oh God, Seema.
Now go take
Sorry,
Delve.
No. It's you have to see this. Like, I'll post this to you. But like, Seema just with the fucking funnies. Seema, you're just fucking killing it today. I love the reference. Arrested Development is just such a fucking great show.
Sorry. That is funny. That is funny. Breathe.
More fucking legend.
I want coffee. Damn it.
You want coffee? Well, we can go get some coffee if you want. Like that's a thing that's a thing that is not beyond your level or beyond your capabilities there, Eric.
I know, but I'd have to go and put water in the coffee machine and then
oh God, yeah. Oh,
then I got to push that button.
The pitfalls of modern life.
I know.
Hell.
Hard. A lot of work.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not, Eric. Just pull your finger out. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. You might want to rephrase that. I'm not sure what you were saying there. I'm not sure. Not sure.
I that's everything that I have. I don't know about you.
I'm out. I'm dry.
We can call it an early show.
I think we are. We're going to call it an early show.
To be fair, we went.
You know why we're doing it?
We went long on the show that we said was only going to be an hour last week. So we're paying that back on as an early.
But the reason we're cutting it short, because Fluff Hamster came, okay, and he was late, so we just don't want to stick around and give him any content. I mean, he's late. Fuck him. Okay, that's why. We love you, man. Just kidding. But yeah, we can go. It's a short week, so a short show, but I do plan to be here next Saturday. So it will be, holiday weekend. I will not be shopping. I do not shop. That is the wife's job. She shops for all Christmas and Hanukkah gifts for everybody. So
that's nice of her.
Yeah, when you get married, you kind of fall into those things. I have to buy her something.
You assign jobs.
As long as I get her something really nice, and then she'll be upset that I got her something really nice, right? And
I'd have to say, Fluffy. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Like typically, the erotic poses come from it come from two sources. Either it comes from Shines specifically in the form of just amazing prose, or it comes from the Brisk's OnlyFans.
The only erotic pose that you get.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I don't even know if that's an erotic.
I'm not even gonna fucking say if Meta Show is on or not because
we have no idea.
Every single time that I say that it's on because I get told that it's on, it suddenly isn't on. So I'm just gonna be like, you know what? If it's on, it's on. If it's not, it's not. Just that's just how it is.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Good that there was some minute guys.
Alrighty, folks.
At EVE London. Anyway, that's me.
Yep. So for everybody, are there any holidays internationally around there? There was just an Indian holiday I think this week, and I forget which one it was. But wherever I was, they were actually celebrating Diwali on that day, even though Diwali happened a week ago. I don't know. Okay. Or I just was at a customer. They had a great time. So whatever that holiday was, great for the Americans. Happy Thanksgiving next week for the show.
There's Guru Nanak Jayanti, which is a Sikh holiday. There was an Armistice sort of thing. There's a bunch of things.
Yep.
Holiday wise in November. Yeah.
So we are officially in the holiday season. So everybody enjoy their Thursday in the U.S. and watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because Santa Claus comes at the end. In case you don't know that.
Yep. Don't get so fucking super stressed while traveling.
That's true. Anybody traveling this week, be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And leave early and just have a good time. All right. We are out of here. Later.
See ya.
As I cough and die at the end of the show. Then we're out. We're good.